All right. So, what's up, guys? This is gonna be season 2, episode 2 of the breakdown. Yes, or episode 2, season. Yeah, no, that's correct. And it's gonna be with the champion, the world champion of Cheesadelphia. If Cheesadelphia was the world, this would be accurate.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, Future. What's up, dude?
No, I'm chilling. I'm unexpected, but it's good. We're chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling for sure.
Looking forward to looking at this game.
Hells yeah. So tell us what's going on. What's the setup here?
Okay, so at this point in the series, I was extremely frustrated because the last game I had the game won, but I got a little bit too overeager.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit flustered. I just need to. I calmed myself down. So
Oh.
I'm trying to get back into the right headspace.
Cool.
And now I used a fake proxy Rex the first game,
You
and
used a
in the
what?
rest of the games, fake proxy Rex. So like I proxied in my third
cool.
base, right?
Okay.
So in all the other games, I've just been doing like standard. So this game, I'm going to go back to the fake proxy Rex to keep him scared. I full on proxy Rex on Parasite, but that was the only other game that I threw. But I'm going to proxy Rex in my naturalist game because I expect him to just assume that I would never proxy Rex my natural. So he's just going to check my third or my fourth. So like I'm going like double deep in the mind game.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
And I also expect him to go Stargate since he went Stargate the first game to mix it up. Since he's aware he has to mix it up, even though he's not very good at Stargate, he knows he has to mix it up. So I kind of expected that in the first game, and then I kind of knew
Why do you think he has to mix it up to Stargate?
So if you watch the the second and the third game, I went Hellions, and that's just extremely strong against Robo and Twilight, especially the way that he plays it. So like in those games, I kind of just like killed him with my harass because like I just it's just really really hard to stop going Twilight and Robo.
Is Helion's hard counter then by Stargate? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's pretty close to a hard counter. Like you can't really go Hellions consistently against Stargate. Like maybe once in every 100 games, but it's like not good.
Okay.
So that's why.
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, Oracles are just extremely strong. Like
they just kill the Hellion too fast.
Yeah, they just kill them too fast. Like if you scap and I'm going Reactor Factory, there's very little I could be doing. I'm either going Hellion or Hellion drop, or I'm going Widowmine drop, and both of which get destroyed by Oracle, and then you chase down the medevac with Phoenixes. But with Robo and Twilight, not only can you not kill them in time.
Why is Oracle good against the Widowmines? Also, just kills them before they burrow.
Yeah, you can keep track of the medevacs. You can kill them really quickly. Like the Oracle has a lot of damage, but with Twilight and Robo, you don't have that. And not only do you not have that, but you don't have the capability of killing the medevac. So that's why you'll see a lot of people go like a 3 Widowmine drop against Robo players or Twilight players. But you don't see that versus Stargate since the Phoenix and the Oracle is just extremely strong against that. So that's why in the first game I kind of knew he was going to mix it up. And then the next game, so I just went Reactor Factory and then got into really sick positions. This game, I'm under the assumption that he's gonna mix it up again since he had, like for the last 5 games he's played Robo and Twilight. So I'm gonna be really on top of my scouting with my Reaper because I know he's got a proxy.
You feel like you're in the driver's seat and he's gonna try something then.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of got right with the gamble whether or not because he's just gonna trip proxy. But he didn't find the proxy rack, so that kind of keeps him in the dark for a bit longer. And then now you see me with my SCD, I'm scouting around everywhere because I'm expecting proxy gate and or proxy starport.
Command center.
So like I'm just really aware that he's gonna try to cheese me since I know he's worried to play macro again.
Okay, let's see. Meanwhile, what happened on his camp? Do you know? I'm curious to see if he. It looks like he actually did scout, like you were saying. So let's see what he did. I'm gonna look at his probe really quick. So he goes in, anticipates or should expect fake proxy again. And
Yeah,
like
you
said,
just
does
have
not
to
go
scout.
to his natural.
Yeah, you just scout for it. That's kind of what you do. He kind of scouted for it. Like he's scouting the third area.
Yeah.
Also going for the proxy Stargate. So he's kind of like covering 2 birds with 1 stone.
I see. He will go for that proxy Stargate. Okay. Cool. And you're actively looking for that Stargate or for something.
Yeah. Proxygate or Stargate, either or, because they both require
Command
different
center
reactions.
upgrade.
And I was really expecting Proxygate, and if not Proxygate, I was really expecting Stargate. And I also just want to keep them hidden as much as possible. So you'll see up at my factory right there to keep it as hidden as possible, because last game I did do a full-on proxy in the last game,
Yeah.
and he didn't scout it the entire game, so I'm just trying to keep him in the dark as long as possible, basically, and just like create as much chaos in his mind.
Cool. So that's good. So what's the factory doing here then?
It's just kind of like out of the way of the wall. And
Okay.
also like, yeah, that's kind of the main reason, and then I'm just going to go into whatever.
Okay. You
'Cause
just
I
want to like
expected
spread it out.
Yeah, I expected him to keep the promo main base. So like, if I knew he was gonna keep the promo main base, I would put it on the top side to avoid Oracle seeing it. But I put it down here since that's like the least likely place to scout if you're in the main base.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a very small thing.
Yeah. All right.
And then I saw no nexus, so like I'm really aware that there's like a proxy going on.
Cool. Is the factory a liability there against anything, or is it always fine to just put it anywhere in the base?
Oh man, your son?
You can basically put it anywhere in your main base.
Uh-huh.
There's a few maps where it gets a little sketchy, like on Blue Ship, you have it if you put it right next to the ramp with your barracks. It can get kind of sketchy against like the Immortals and things, but like realistically, it should be fine. It just makes it more annoying if he does like a prism drop with the Immortals and everything's spread out.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I have things all the way at the bottom side of the base where my factory is, and I also have a natural, that's like way more distance I need to cover with tanks.
Right.
Compared to if I just have all the production next to my main CC and my natural, so I can just have a tank at the natural, tank on the ramp, and then tank at the main base. Like it just is kind of annoying, but like it shouldn't really affect the game, I think.
Okay. So a little bit of like just small advantages and disadvantages on either end.
Yeah, very small.
Okay, so you find the starport or the Stargate now, and you're gonna go straight for the pylon.
Yeah, like I just wanna. I know he can't really stop this since he's only gonna have one adept across the map since he went core first,
Uh-huh.
and like he can't really have the other stalker across the map. So like realistically, he can't stop me from killing this.
Okay.
Since I went to Reaper.
So I was gonna ask why you're not dropping the grenades, for example. Isn't that does that kill it faster? That would help, right?
I'm not sure exactly. Like I don't know if it like really makes your DPS higher since it's only like 5 damage and Reapers do 8 damage a shot. It might kill it like half a second faster. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Okay.
And also like I want the grenades for the adept.
If the adept shows up.
Yeah, but besides that, so I was gonna initially go into just the Marine tank Banshee push.
Uh-huh.
But since I found the Stargate, I'm gonna grab a Cyclone.
Oh man, he really would have wishes he placed it anywhere else right now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Stalker shows up. This was close actually. With the Stalker showing up.
Yeah, got close.
Okay, so what were you just saying, Joe?
I'm not sure what I was saying exactly. Besides, like I was just gonna go for Marine tank push, and then I got a Cyclone since I scouted it. And then like I know you can't really have a Stalker there in time. So
was the Cyclone? Did you start the Cyclone thinking that the Oracle might make it out, or?
Yeah. Just in case.
Okay. If you thought that you were gonna, if you knew that you were gonna kill the pylon, would you skip the Cyclone?
I'm not 100% sure. I think I would probably be safe just because I'm in a tournament match, just to get the Cyclone regardless. Since it's not like I've practiced this scenario like a ton of times. Like I don't know exactly what I can get away with. Because I'm pretty sure I could have enough Marines out in time to defend the Oracle. But since I'm in like a tournament match, I'm just going to take the safe thing.
Cool.
But I think there is potential that I could just go Marines and then get my tank faster.
Cool.
Additional supply.
Right, so we got a Banshee coming. Right now, then you're feeling really comfortable, confident?
Yeah, because I know he went core first, and I know he went Stalker Adept or Adept Stalker,
Yeah.
and he has a Proxy Stargate. So
Mm-hmm.
like I'm perfectly fine just sitting on my main base and just teching up really fast because like I have a Banshee started
Yeah.
and tanks. Like I'm gonna be able to hit a really strong push, and I feel like really comfortable in this situation since he's been thrown off and I'm still in a pretty good spot.
Okay. So you feel like he's had to make investments that he didn't want to make. Obviously, he doesn't get anything from the starport. You don't have to invest into any additional defense.
Yeah,
Would
and especially since I'm going Stargate,
mm-hmm.
since I'm going Banshee,
Yeah.
he can't really be dumb with his oracles. Like he can't harass my mineral line since if he does that, he's just gonna die to Banshees. So like I can cut corners where he has to be extremely safe.
Okay. What if he had been? What if he had gone Phoenix? Would this be a mistake by you to go the Banshee or?
Well, you have that. So since he went proxy, then he went core first
Uh huh.
before Nexus. He
Okay.
has to make at least two oracles to defend the Banshees
Why
because
is
like a
that?
Phoenix is not going to do anything if he can't detect the units. Like, and I'm going to keep making Banshees the entire game,
Uh huh.
and he just doesn't really have proper detection if he goes for Phoenixes.
I mean, just when he repowers the starport. What if he went for Phoenix?
After he gets two oracles, I think after he gets two oracles, he can go for a Phoenix. But if he just
Additional
goes like
supply depots
straight Phoenix or
required.
one oracle into a Phoenix, I think it's really, really bad.
Why is it bad?
Well, because you need the oracles for detection, and also the oracles have like an insane amount of utility. Like you know where my army is.
Mm-hmm.
You can not only kill my army with the oracles, but you can also delay my army with the stasis traps.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a ton of utility with the oracle compared to the Phoenix at this point in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean,
and he hasn't even scouted what I've done. He doesn't know
But
what
if
I'm doing.
but
So
if you're
he
going
can't really
Banshee,
do that.
right? Like if you're going Banshee and he knows you're going Banshee, for example, would it be okay to go to Phoenix? You think first, or do you still not think
No, because it
getting a
doesn't
Banshee?
offer him. Yeah, it doesn't offer him anything because he's not gonna actually kill my Banshee.
Why not?
Like, well, because I know where his Sparksy Starport is. He doesn't know where my units are. Like, he would have to get extremely lucky.
I see.
And even then, I can just keep my Banshees at home until I have Cloak.
Okay.
I think this game I might have just skipped Cloak since I knew he was reacting a ton to the Banshees, so like I don't really have to get Cloak.
Uh huh.
I would just have extra money to get more tanks.
Sure.
But in this situation, I feel very comfortable. Like I think
Command
I'm
center
pretty
upgrade
far ahead right now.
complete.
All right. So here comes the Banshee. It's spotted with the Oracle.
Yeah, so he's getting up to 3 oracles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he needs the 3rd oracle since he has the Robo Bay done or the Robo facility done.
Yeah.
Like I think that this 3rd oracle could have been a Phoenix, and if that was a Phoenix, he would have killed this Banshee. Like I think that's where the Phoenix would have been the right move.
There's Phoenix now.
Yeah, but this, it's like at this point it's too late. Yeah, so me killing this is actually huge because now I don't have to worry about my Banshees being killed ever.
Right.
Like I can
because you didn't
just
make
have my
any
Banshees.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I can just have my Banshees wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Like now he went Stargate and he still has the issue of Robo Twilight where he can't actually kill medevac drops or a Banshee if they run away. So I can have constant aggression on him.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna go into 3CC since I just want to get into a macro game basically. I just want to be able to.
You're still going for this very strong timing push, though.
Yeah, because like I feel like I'm extremely far ahead off of the early game because
so
he
go on.
he went core first
Mm-hmm.
with Adept Stalker. I scouted no Nexus, and then I knew he went Proxy Starport,
Mm-hmm.
and everything was just delayed for him.
Right.
Whereas for me, like I didn't have any delays at all. I knew exactly what's going on. He still hasn't even scouted what I'm going. He only saw one Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like this is a balance, like a checks and balances push. Like I'm not sure the best way to put it, but basically, if he's cutting any corners, he's gonna die, and he has to cut corners, or he has to be extra safe just not to die. Like if you look at him, he has no gases on his 3rd or on his natural, and he doesn't even have a 3rd Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's in really bad shape. It goes way better for him because I stepped on the stasis trap. But this is kind of like a checkmate push because he doesn't have the proper tools to deal with this.
Cool.
So I don't think this. I think this is the right choice. 99 times out of 100, in this specific game. Like I don't think this is bad.
Okay, that's
The
cool.
only thing that was bad was me stepping on the stasis trap. Like that made this really sketchy.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't judging your push. You are taking that third CC though, so
Yeah.
so you want to get into a macro game, or do you want to do
Uh
the
huh.
timing push,
Yeah.
or both?
And usually you would keep making tanks behind this,
Mm-hmm.
but I know Puck. He's going to go into like a charge lot all in. So
Yeah.
I'm getting so I, like this could be considered a bit greedy for me
Mm-hmm.
since I'm not having tanks at home to defend. But I know exactly what he's going to do as a follow up, just because I know Puck is a player. So that's kind of like a small corner I cut going straight into the reactor on the factory.
Cool. Are you looking to add production as you move out, or how does that work for you?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna drop down like 4 barracks, like as I'm moving out.
Cool. And
And there
then
really shouldn't be a way where this army gets destroyed without me trading well enough. So like
uh-huh.
I shouldn't really be in an opportunity where I can die,
Cool.
except for the one way that happens.
Okay.
Um,
So
like
you have
this
a
is
strong
this,
punch to throw, and then fall back dash.
yeah. And then of course, like with any push, you want to be at least multi-pronging. So this is where it gets extremely sketchy because 2 tanks are taken out of the equation with 4 marines, and this is like best possible case scenario for him.
Yeah. So he gets a lot in the stasis. At the same time, your liberator is coming into the main base, so you get that going for you. And
Yeah, but he
right
was
now,
on
you're
top.
confident that you're taking this fight, or what's going on in your mind?
Less confident because now I have 2 tanks trapped. Like I think if I don't step on that stasis trap,
Uh huh.
I should be able to straight up kill him. But because I made that mistake, this game gets really, really strange.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's gonna clean up on my whole army. He's gonna kill every tank.
Well, you
All
spoiled
I
that.
have,
Okay.
all I have, is 2 banshees. So I need the 2 banshees to keep up pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So this just gets like really awkward. Since, like if I don't have the 2 tanks, this whole is pretty better.
Okay. Actually, one goes down. Actually, so you only got the one banshee.
We could use some help.
Rough luck.
Yeah.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right. I mean, you're still pretty far ahead in economy. He still doesn't have a nexus. Just now taking the gases, trying to transition out of this.
Yeah, this was like best case scenario for him that it could have possibly gone. So I'm feeling a lot less comfortable in this game. Like I know I'm winning, but I feel very bad about this situation right now because I don't have stem, I don't have medevacs out, I don't have any widow mine yet, and I lost a large portion of my army. So I feel very uneasy.
Yeah.
And I also haven't been able to scout his other third since most Protosses take the third bases in a line, but I haven't scouted the other third, so I don't even know if he's 2 base all in.
Got you.
So I'm just feeling a lot. I feel very uneasy, even though I know I'm in an all right spot. And then now the Orcals are coming in. I don't have like Marines since I lost so many of them. So this game gets like it goes from being really comfortable to making that one mistake with the stasis to now getting really scary.
Cool.
Ready for dust off.
But I'm still like thinking, in my head that he's gonna do like charge lock stuff. So like my main focus is getting Widow Mines out.
Awesome. So you're gonna be getting Widow Mines, a bunch of Marines. Steam is gonna finish. What's your next move? What are you looking to do next?
I just basically want to. I know that if I can get a big enough army, I can hit a push, and at that point I'll just be like pressuring the third. So I want to be able to hit a push right as he's transitioning. So he'll stay on like gateway units with like immortals.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to chill at home. But as soon as I know he's taking his gases on his third and he's looking to transition into like Robo Baytech and whatnot, then I want to hit like a strong push and just be really annoying. And it's not like an all-in push since I want to transition to lib range.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the idea. Like I just want to hit him when he wants to transition and then just not attack whenever he's ready.
Cool. Are
Just-
you worried about anything at this point? Like, are you looking to cover any weaknesses of yeah? Your
Yeah,
idea?
I'm mainly just worried about charge lots. Like,
Okay.
because I don't have a big enough army to where charge lots are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's gonna hit something like that, so you'll see with like spotty boost, I'll start like walling off and away. Like I'm putting like these little gaps in the wall that I can put marines in and stuff, and just kind of choke it up.
Cool. So what does this do? With the wall and the Marines?
So it just like bugs AI a little bit, and also like the zealots kind of funnel into like a choke,
Right.
and you'll see I'll do that on the near the tanks too. And that's kind of you can kind of do that against every race. It can be decent.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because most people just finish the wall off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's like path blockers so that things trickle in. It makes it harder to control for the opposing player.
Yeah, and especially because like in a high pressure situation, any small thing is like really difficult to deal with mentally. So like any
Mentally,
extra
that's interesting. Okay.
any
Because
extra
you have the
attacks,
process, right? Like how to deal with it. How do you?
yeah, any
That's
extra
really
attacks
interesting.
on their mentality is really good in my opinion.
That seems to play a lot into your game, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I focus on a lot.
Yeah, that's your thing.
Yeah, since I might not necessarily have the raw skill
Mm.
like fundamentally,
How
but
do you mean?
well, I might not be like perfect with all my timings. My decision making might not be perfect in every situation
Mm-hmm.
compared to like someone like special or something.
Okay.
But I think I'm very good at playing under pressure, and also I try very like I think I know when to gamble really well, and I know when to gamble. I know how to really annoy my opponent in tournament. I think that's kind of my main strength, just being really annoying.
And chaotic, right? Would you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
you're chaotic? Okay.
Like kind of like organized chaos though, because I wouldn't say it's like puck chaotic, since puck is more so just chaotic.
Sure.
But I more so have a plan to make chaos.
Awesome.
So yeah, now you're seeing me do the Spidey Bow stuff here.
Like you're looking to create chaos for your opponent, rather.
Yeah.
But in an organized manner, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready for dust off. Ready for dust off.
Yeah, this gets like really sketchy since I don't like. I think if I have 5 Widow Mines here, this is actually like a really easy hold. But
Takes you a
since
while
I'm, like,
to even look at it. Like right now, you're looking at the Marines.
Yeah, like
Okay, so now I'm looking at just your camera. So now you see the screen. What's going through your head?
Mhm.
You didn't see the screen at all, did you?
No, I didn't. I wasn't expecting this at all. Like this caught me off guard. Like I
Mhm.
knew you do charge lot stuff, but I wasn't expecting this to hit me like this exact moment.
Uh huh.
Since like realistically, I want like 5 Widow Mines. If I have like 5, 6, 7 Widow Mines in this army,
Mm-hmm.
my army's just way better since like I have +1 attack. And like if I have one more, like if I just have one more production cycle and one more production cycle of everything, like this is really easy to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just hit me at a moment where I like really wasn't ready for this.
Yeah.
And you can even see that by like the 2 Widow Mines not being burrowed yet. So
Well, I see
I'm
that
just
because you were looking somewhere else and you just saw it for the first time. Like this is the screen of put it if you put it on your camera. This is the first time you see his army, so you haven't even looked at the whole thing.
yeah, like this is just kind of a scary moment.
Yeah, I would say so. It looks fucking.
This
scary.
is like I felt like at this moment, like did I just get caught off guard? Did I just throw this game? Because like
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I
like,
just
that's what it
realized that
looks
he's
like.
2 base all in. Like I
Yeah.
just realized he's 2 base all in.
Like
I
there's
wasn't,
yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know what's
'Cause
on
you know
your
what-
screen, but one of these zealots is fucking Jesus on mine. Like he is. This moment is so scary. He's like glowing, and I'm not sure why.
I don't see it on my screen.
Lucky. Okay, ready?
Because with Puck, like I'm never sure if he's 2 base all in since he
Mhm.
takes hidden bases a lot. And especially in a situation like this, I kind of expected a hidden base.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really expecting just the 2 base all in me off of this. So like this was really shocking for me. So I kind of just really got caught off guard here. Like, and you'll kind of see it with my control.
Cool. Let's see. Okay, you actually get to kiting pretty fast. Oh, but you're kind of trapped by those 3 zealots. This does look really scary. Okay, so for all we were saying about how good you were feeling, so right now you must be feeling pretty awful.
Yeah, at this moment I'm like, oh god, did I just throw this game?
Yeah.
Because like the game was going so well for me at the start, but like
So
it
just
turned
Widow
around so
Mines is
quickly,
what
just
you
getting
would
caught off
change.
guard.
Having the Widow Mines burrowed and more Widow Mines.
Yeah, if I have 5 Widow Mines and one more, like if I just so for example, if I was perfect with my macro this game,
Mm-hmm.
if I was like special level macro, I would have just had enough units to defend this, I think.
Okay.
But since I'm like it's a high pressure situation and I'm making like very small mistakes and they all add up,
Mm-hmm.
I just barely didn't have enough. Because I think with 5 more Widow Mines and another production cycle, like this should be pretty easy to hold, especially since I have +1 attack versus.
Or if you saw it coming, even right, like just positioning. Let's look at this.
I
Let's
definitely
look at
think
how
I
we
could
could
have.
organize what you have.
Yeah, I could have traded a lot better because I don't think I can win this fight with what I have right now, but I can trade a lot better, I think.
Okay. So this is a really strong attack, right? Like, what? Why is this attack so strong? If we were feeling like you were doing pretty, like you were feeling pretty safe, pretty good up until this point.
Yeah, so what happened was he traded really efficiently against my tank push because I got caught off guard with the stasis.
Right.
So that, and then I didn't macro perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not macroing.
And he did
necessarily
really
poorly.
good, I think, to not take, because you talked about this too. Like he did really good to not take the gases at his
Yeah, yeah.
expansion, not take the third. So, like you
Yeah,
said, it
yeah,
was
so-
like the dream scenario for him. So it was
so yeah,
really
like-
a turning point, huh?
Slight mistakes with macro.
Mm-hmm.
I traded poorly with the marine tank push. And like I missed like a production cycle with my mines.
Okay.
And then also like I got caught off guard, so my control wasn't like I could have traded better in this fight if I was
Yeah.
more on top of it.
I
And
mean,
also the main thing is he's 2-base all in. Like he doesn't have a third base with probes. He's just 43 probes all in.
okay. How would you position or organize what you have better against this, or would you at all?
So if I was aware of this coming,
Uh-huh.
first of all, I would have more supply depots. Like I could have had more supply depots on the top side where the Marauder is.
Right. Maybe instead of making it on the bottom, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because the bottom doesn't matter. I just want to
Mhm.
wall off by the CC.
Yeah.
And then besides that, I want to focus fire the tanks away from the Zealots because I don't want to do splash on my units.
So maybe by your gas. Or wait, you're okay with the tanks where they are?
I'm fine with the tanks where they are. I just want to focus fire them on the
Oh, okay. You
the
want-
one tank that's next to the supply depots. I think is fine because it just chokes up the Zealots.
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to focus fire like the stalkers.
How
and
many
the-
zealots can attack that? Like one or two?
Yeah, like I think like 2.
Two?
So as long as I'm not focus firing my units with like as long as my splash isn't doing damage to my units,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. Because I just want to trade as well as possible. Because I can't win this fight with what I have, but I can
Okay.
definitely trade a lot better. And then the main thing is I should have had the Widow Mines burrowed right away. And if I have the Marauders choked up in the wall with all the Marines behind them, so like the CC and the supply depot, see that little choke right there?
No.
If I kite into that, so at my third CC,
Yeah.
the closest supply depot to its left that's still building, that one.
The one to the next to the hill by the tank?
Yeah, to the left. To the left, so the one right next to the Widow Mine.
The widow mine that's unburrowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm kiting back into that with my Widow Mines already burrowed, and I pull SCPs immediately, like I think I can trade way better in this situation.
Okay.
Because he doesn't really have a lot of damage to kill my units. Like so if I just have my Marines in position, I focus fire down the Oracles,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a way better fight. But instead it turns out the other way and it just everything goes around.
Is it worth it to have a unit or structure just standing a little bit further out to bait the charge?
I haven't really thought about that. It's kind of an interesting idea.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting
guessing
idea. That
baiting the charge should be good, right? It has a 7-second cooldown. Because
Yeah.
right now he's gonna close the gap right away as he charges.
yeah,
Onto your shed.
that's an interesting idea. Like just having a Marine spotter would have been pretty good.
Or a marauder because they're fatter, or just a supply depot out there, a little
Yeah,
bit out there.
yeah.
Like you seem to like building funny supply depots already. I think that could be good if you're anticipating charge.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I will, try that.
Yeah.
So like in this situation, if I would have burrowed the Widow Mines immediately, I kite back with all my Marines in the choke immediately,
Yeah.
and instead everything's like spread out and everything's kind of awkward, and then the
Mhm.
Oracles come in and find a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
Like the fight was just really nasty for me compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, it looks really bad. So you're gonna try to evacuate here? Just pick up everything into your main?
Yeah, I just want to evacuate. Like I want to save graves because I can still win this game. With a follow-up all-in because I know he's instantly all-in. So I can still win the game with another all-in because he doesn't have any tech, right? Like he has no tech
Uh-huh.
and he has no economy. So I still have Terran units and I still have mules because I want 3 CC.
Okay. So this looks holdable on this choke?
Those Widow Mines were really bad for me. Now it's like just really scary. So if I refocus fire those Widow Mines, this is way better.
Yeah, this looks pretty sketch actually.
So this is just really sketchy. I just want to buy as much time as possible to get more units out,
So what, do
basically.
you have to pull your CVs right now?
I just want to run back and just like I want to force him to come deeper into my base so I can try to clean up. Because the only win condition I have right now is cleaning up this army and doing a counter push. Because I'm in just such bad shape right now. Like I have some advantages with upgrades. And like he just doesn't have really strong tech.
He has force fields though, so is running towards your ramp what you want to do, or do you pick up again, or do you run back behind your minerals?
I think yeah, just run back behind the minerals because I want to let the units from the main base kind of reinforce.
Yeah.
And then like he doesn't have enough force fields to like cut off everything by natural. So I can just pick up units basically.
Yeah, and you definitely so sorry.
No problem.
Okay. So yeah, you basically want to run back to behind the minerals. Then, if you run up the ramp, you get force fielded and probably die, or too much stuff gets, it's too cost efficient to force field basically for him.
Like
so you do pull the SUVs. I mean, I don't mind this. This is what I would have done. But
I think in an ideal situation, in an ideal situation, I would want to pull back, but this is kind of like heat of the moment, so I just pull the boys.
I think this is what I would have done, but it's more of a Cirque thing maybe. Because
in my eyes, I don't have enough DPS to kill this army with that CVs. So like I need like one more production cycle to have enough DPS to clean this up.
Or you could pull your main as well, CVs from your main. But yeah, that would be better if he commits further into.
Yeah, because my main focus is just killing this army and doing a counterattack. Like that's my only hope right now.
I mean, this still goes pretty well, trade-wise with the SCVs, right?
Yeah. I think this is mainly just because of +1 attack compared to no upgrades. Like,
yeah,
I think the upgrade advantage is the only reason why I'm able to claw my way back into this.
So you're able to thin down all the zealots, and now he has to run back, I imagine.
Yeah, because now his army has like next to no DPS.
Oh, he's dead.
No
Nice save.
So yeah, like in this situation, I'm still in an extremely bad spot in my opinion. But it's winnable. Like I still have enough army to do a push, and I know he doesn't have any tech. So like I'm just gonna pull the boys and pray basically.
Yeah, okay, and that's a bold maneuver, seeing as you do have a third base. Looking at this game, economically, do you feel like you could just push or maybe harass freely and just make SCVs, like drop some mules?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I definitely don't think pulling the boys
was necessary.
Was necessary, but like in the moment, it's kind of like.
But I like it. But it's good. I mean, this is this game won you a championship. So
yeah, I definitely think that the correct decision would have been just to macro up in the situation because
you're gonna do some damage with this.
He can't actually defend because if you look at him, his issue is he has no stalkers, he has no phoenix, he doesn't really have a way to clear medevacs, and archons are too slow and they don't have to really survive. Yeah, so like I can just drop him nonstop and just really throw him off.
Yeah.
So I could definitely macro out of the situation.
Like you could definitely contest the third. Your army is not as much. It's significantly bigger than his, but it's both working with small armies. But Terran has so much more micro potential at small numbers.
And I have the 3 orbital. Like the 3 orbital is huge for me because that means I can just keep making Marines.
Yeah. At the same time, you haven't it's not like you I wouldn't feel confident or comfortable maybe committing more scans earlier because or right now even. Are you gonna scan or?
No, I don't scan at all because I know because what a scan offers me nothing because I know he's I know he's 2 base all in.
Yeah.
I know he has no tech because he couldn't afford to push that strong.
Well, most importantly, I think you have to attack anyway.
Yeah, right. There's just no real. I don't think there's any real benefit to it, but there are benefits to not scanning. So that's kind of.
Yeah, of course.
The only thing I'm worried about is DTs, but I already have a missile turret in my natural, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So it's just one of those moments where everything is happening. It's just He really pulled his play together. In the first few games, he was definitely a bit shaken, but in these last games, he was on top with all his little micro things.
Yeah.
you definitely pulled it together.
All right. So hey, we didn't pull the voice. Did we? Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't pull the voice. That's good then.
Yeah.
Good job. Future of the future is
Ready for dust
not the
off.
best at remembering his past.
Yeah.
That's why
yeah,
your name
I
is
do.
Future.
I do pull the voice.
This better be good.
Oh, you do pull the voice now, huh?
Yeah.
Mayday! Mayday!
Hey, but you didn't push the issue there. Is there a reason, like, or do you think you should have looked to trade and then pick up?
I
or-
just want him to. I just want him to feel comfortable to start probing again.
Oh, okay.
Because like because he has enough economy where he doesn't actually need to probe.
Uh huh.
Because he is just way better economy than mine.
The
But
tag is
if
kind
he
of sketchy,
feels
so-
comfortable to start probing again, then I can hit a really nice timing. Like it's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like I want him to transition whenever I'm attacking. So I just want to like, and you can see he starts probing again. Like he feels comfortable enough to probe,
Yeah.
and he's even moving across the map. Like that's how comfortable he feels. So that's that was the main goal of that. Even though I know I'm gonna all on him. Like I haven't made SCVs in a very long time. Yeah, and now he's making more probes. So like now he's made 5 probes at this point. That's significant at this point in the game.
Okay, so right now, do you feel like you should be dropping, or is it that your army's tagged makes it bad or more difficult?
Well, I think there is an opportunity to drop,
Uh-huh.
but more so like if I just keep poking his army, he can't kill my units, and I can chip away at his units.
Cool.
Because like, what way does he have to kill my marines, and I can kill his zealots, right?
Right.
And his archons can't really do anything. So I know like I can just keep trading.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the main. I definitely don't think it would have been a bad thing to send out like 1 drop just to force the issue.
Ready for dust off.
Yeah, so like you can see him feeling confident, like he thinks that I'm accurating up, and he's been moving out a bit and he's been probing up, but
And
then
here's
now
the
here
SCVs.
comes the boys. Yeah.
But you
that actually
haven't been
worked out
making
perfectly.
SCVs, really.
Nope. Yeah, for like the last minute and a half, I haven't made a
Okay,
single
okay,
SCV.
okay.
So it's just like a really delayed all in.
That's crazy. So you think at that point, if we went back in time, you could have just kept making SCVs?
Yeah, definitely. I think it would have been fine to make SCVs at that point.
Okay, this is
But
this is crazy. The
I
mule is
50-50.
even here.
Yeah, I 50-50 and it worked. So
Cool.
sometimes that's how it goes.
It works. It works.
Yeah, so at this point, like I just wanna kite as much as possible since the SCVs are just gonna soak damage.
Yeah, that's not
It
even close at
doesn't-
this point.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have any DPS from my army, especially since I kill SCVs. And I dropped down to 1 SCV. It's just 1 SCV, like, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy.
This is
actually
so
crazy.
You don't have very much depth there. Good stuff,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, like it was a lot of small 50-50s. Like that's kind of how the games go.
A lot of small 50-50s.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I wouldn't call them 50-50s, right?
Yeah, I guess I think gamble's probably better to call it. Small gamble.
Sure. Because if you're just
If
doing
you-
all 50-50s, then
Yeah, because I'm acting with information.
Yeah.
It's not like
yeah,
it's not like it's a true gamble.
mm-hmm. Awesome, dude. So yeah, congratulations on the championship on Philadelphia. That's awesome. You
Yep,
also beat special in that tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
3-2.
Yeah.
Close series, I heard.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I didn't really think I could beat him. Like, if I took 1 game, I was gonna be happy.
Uh-huh.
And then after I took that 1 game, kind of realized I could do it.
Nice. Well, good job, buddy. It's been a pleasure having you, and yeah, I'll see you
Yep,
next
thank you
time.
very much.
Take care, Joe.
You
Love
too.
you, bud. Bye bye. Okay, guys, that was Future.